Former U.S. President Donald Trump has once again sparked controversy. Trump demanded Panama lower the fees for ships passing through the Panama Canal. He argued the current fees are exorbitant and disadvantageous to the U.S. He suggested the U.S. should consider reclaiming control if Panama does not comply. This demand has ignited a firestorm of debate. Supporters applaud his willingness to challenge the status quo. Critics denounce Trump's approach as bullying and counterproductive. The Panama Canal is a vital shipping route connecting the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans. Trump's demand regarding the Panama Canal is not without historical context. The U.S. has a long and complicated history with the waterway, dating back to the early 20th century. In 1903, the U.S. supported Panama's independence from Colombia, securing the rights to build and control the canal. The construction of the Panama Canal was a monumental engineering feat, completed in 1914. It transformed global shipping, reducing travel times and facilitating trade between the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans. The U.S. controlled the Panama Canal and the surrounding canal zone for much of the 20th century. However, this control was not without controversy. Panamanians resented U.S. dominance over what they considered their sovereign territory. The issue of sovereignty became a major point of contention between the two countries. In 1977, after years of negotiations, U.S. President Jimmy Carter and Panamanian leader Omar Torrijos signed the Torrijos-Carter treaties. These treaties set in motion the process of transferring control of the canal to Panama. On December 31, 1999, the Panama Canal formally passed into Panamanian hands, ending decades of U.S. control. Panama has responded to Trump's demand with defiance, asserting its sovereignty over the Panama Canal. The Panamanian government has made it clear that it will not be bullied into renegotiating the canal tolls. They argue that the current fees are fair and transparent, reflecting the canal's value to global trade. Moreover, Panama maintains that the canal is a vital part of its national identity and a symbol of its hard-won independence. The international community has largely sided with Panama, recognizing its sovereign right to manage its own affairs. The United Nations and other international organizations have affirmed Panama's control over the canal. Any attempt by the U.S. to reclaim control would be met with widespread condemnation. The potential economic consequences of a dispute over the Panama Canal are significant. The canal is a vital artery for global trade, handling a vast volume of cargo each year. A disruption to its operation would have ripple effects throughout the global economy. Shipping costs would rise, supply chains would be disrupted, and businesses would face significant losses. Trump's demand regarding the Panama Canal has created a diplomatic challenge for the U.S. Alienating Panama, a key ally in the region, could have unintended consequences. It could push Panama closer to countries like China, which has been increasing its influence in Latin America. The U.S. must tread carefully, balancing its economic interests with the need to maintain strong diplomatic relations. The future of the Panama Canal remains uncertain. Climate change poses a significant threat, as rising sea levels and extreme weather events could disrupt the canal's operation. Panama is investing in infrastructure improvements to mitigate these risks, but the long-term viability of the canal is a growing concern. The international community must work together to ensure the continued operation of the Panama Canal. This includes respecting Panama's sovereignty, supporting its efforts to adapt to climate change, and ensuring that the canal remains a vital artery for global trade.